Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Do We Know Them, episode 354.
Indeed. Hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm a little tired. I was up late cleaning, and my landlord's doing a walk, like she does like an annual walkthrough.
Make sure you haven't stripped the place and stolen the copper pipes or something.
She's seen it for other reasons, but she comes in checks nothing's leaking and whatever. But have I been here 3 years now?
Yeah, just about, I think.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
I remember,
it is, honestly.
First moving in, and I remember specifically we started actually making money right after I moved, which also was because my rent went down significantly, so I was just able to keep more money. But I vividly remember being at Target and telling you oh my god, it's so nice to have money, because I was able to buy a shirt.
Yeah, I remember that.
Come a long way.
Yeah, we sure should have.
I'm
Look
proud
at
of
us.
us.
But anyway, guys, we have allegedly a 2-topic episode. Lily has snuck in a second topic I am completely blind to. I don't know what it's going to be, but I do know the first topic, so we can start with that.
I hate it so much.
Oh, perfect.
It's a quick one. But first, we have yet another trademark debacle. And it's actually another hot girl trademark debacle.
I actually asked Lily, I'm like, shit, was this too close to the hot girl read thing? Because I don't want to cover something that's exactly the same. But from what Lily was telling me, it's not the same, really.
People are having similar reactions, I would say, but at its core, I would argue that it is a little different, because with Hot Girls Read, if you remember, if you watched that episode, it was someone that took that phrase, and that phrase has been popular for a while, and she definitely is not the only one that used it or the one that even popularized it. She just had some merch that said it on it. It felt like she just was being opportunistic and was no one has the trademark. Oh my god, then I'm gonna scoop that up. But this, I would argue, is a little different, because the girl, her name is Mia Lind, and she actually did coin it. Technically, she actually, if you look up the origin of Hot Girl Walk, that's what the trademark we're talking about today is, Hot Girl Walk, not Hot Girls Read. It is something that is traced back very clearly to her from when she started using it, and it was in 2020, I believe, during COVID.
Yeah, I guess for me, I'm just curious to see how popularized it was, only because she only has 114,000 TikTok followers. So she's not an influencer with 1 million followers. And the hot girl thing, when we talked about Hot Girls Read, it just felt like hot girl because of Megan Thee Stallion was being applied to everything.
That's definitely,
so that's kind of what I want to see.
That's the other element here, is that's definitely what this is coming from. But people weren't necessarily saying Hot Girl Walk before that, and she did popularize it, but not in the sense that everyone attributes it to her that's saying it.
It's just a popular phrase because of her.
It became a TikTok trend.
Okay.
And I've heard it for sure. I didn't know who she was, but I've heard other people say it, and people just don't go oh my god, this girl came up with it when they're referencing it. Obviously, they're just saying they're going on a hot girl walk. But if you look up in the news and stuff, she's done interview after interview. She's been on all of the major publications and has been credited with being the one that popularized it. So I don't think it's right necessarily that she trademarked it, because it still feels a little generic, and it still also is capitalizing on something that Megan Thee Stallion popularized.
Well, and also I asked how much of what she's done, and we're gonna get into that, what she's trademarked and enforced, how much of that was necessary? Why couldn't she just be okay with being the creator and the owner of it? Why did she feel like she needed to step in? Was it actually to protect something she had built, or is it just to be me, I did it, I'm the one who created it? Because you could create things and it grows legs.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I think kind of a combo. There's a range of people she's actually enforced, because also Hot Girls Read, she wasn't filing lawsuits or anything yet. She was allegedly, someone else allegedly was messaging people telling them to take stuff down, but no one was actually enforcing it yet. And then now she's abandoned it. But this, she has had it for years now, and she has been enforcing it. And I guess her dad's also a lawyer, so I don't know if he's the one doing it for her. But if you look up her brand, which is Hot Girl Walk LLC, and you look at all of the trademarks they own, some of these are pending, but they own Hot Girl Walk in basically every class, and it's covering everything. And then they also have Pink Girl Walk. That one's pending, but they have that in several classes. They have HGW for Hot Girl Walk, but just abbreviated, in several classes. They also have tried to get You're Already Hot, which I think is crazy.
What the fuck?
You can't do that. That's similar to we were talking about the Hot Girls Read, where it's that's just a description of something that someone would see it and they don't attribute it.
That's just anything. A sentence. Yeah. What's happening?
Also, gratitude, goals, confidence. I'm I don't think you could do that either. And that doesn't really roll off the tongue.
That's 3 words put together.
But I guess those are like the pillars of her whole like hot girl walk ideology and everything. But yeah, so she has 22.
Oh my God, so she's trademarking the ideology of the hot girl walk?
I mean, no, but like, yes. So yeah, let's look at her like introducing it. I guess it was 2021. It was in January.
If you want to know how I went from
this and this to this, and also this.
Listen up, this is for you. It's actually really easy, and there's really only one step. And it is what I call the hot girl walk.
Now, obviously, there are a lot of health benefits when you go on these walks for a long time and walk kind of quickly.
But it's what you do on the hot girl walk that matters.
Am I just irritable because I haven't really slept well? She's annoying, right? Or no? So God bless.
I don't love the way she tells her story, but you know, we'll bite my tongue.
Got it. I was just wondering, like, am I just an extra bitch today? I might be, you know, I might actually be. But her like tone and like, you have to do
it's
this.
a little,
and I'm like,
it's a little
no,
much
I don't
for
actually
me.
have to do anything. Thank you. This is crazy that this went viral. This is something I would scroll past so fast on my For You page.
You're only allowed to think about 3 things on the hot girl walk. 1, things you're grateful for. 2, your goals and how you're going to achieve them. And 3, how hot you are. You may not think about any boys or any boy drama. I have a playlist that you can use. And if you ever start to think about any boogery drama or anything, you just turn that hot girl playlist up.
Being cut off.
The most
drive me
important
insane.
part of the hot girl walk is that it doesn't end at the end of your...
This only makes sense that it went viral in 2021 because of the pandemic. I don't see this going viral at any other point in history, to be honest. No offense.
Alas, she did it during the pandemic. So a lot of people went viral during the pandemic that maybe wouldn't have now.
This next TikTok is something that I've seen circulating. Like when people are commentating on this particular topic, they usually are like stitching or playing this video throughout it because this is Mia explaining the like thoughts behind hot girl walk and stuff. And it's, you know, she has some interesting choices of words that she strings together.
I created the hot girl walk, and one question I get all the time is, did you invent walking, or do you think you did? So let's talk about what it's like to create a viral phenomenon.
Okay,
I've said this story a million times on my page, but I created the hot girl walk when I was at a very low point in my life. It was COVID. I was going through a lot. At the time, there was a huge stigma surrounding walking.
When has there been a stigma around walking?
That particular sentence absolutely rocked everyone's world because especially, I mean, even if you want to say there's been a stigma around walking, I mean, that's unbeknownst to me. I have not
stigma?
been informed of such things. But even if that was true, there would be even less of a stigma during COVID when quite literally people were posting all the time about walking. Like they would go for walks to not lose their fucking minds.
Ever since my back got bad, walking has been like my personality, and I feel like I never worried that there was a stigma. There isn't one.
I mean, the only stigma is like, don't get killed and kidnapped. You know what I mean? Or like you feel like scared to do it. I guess
maybe
but,
unless
like,
you're like trying to say like old people do it or something, but it's like, no.
I'm so fucking dead. Yeah, she needs to elaborate on what the stigma is because that doesn't make any sense. It gives she's creating a problem to make herself the solution.
Yeah. Which, I mean, good marketing, good branding, I guess. But
I guess, but like if I heard hot girl walk, number one, I had never seen it on TikTok and I'm chronically online. Okay, yes, algorithms are different. Maybe it just
weirdly,
slipped me by.
I have heard a lot of people refer to it.
Interesting. Okay, so like I'm sure it was like a big thing, but like you didn't invent walking, which is what it feels like we're getting at here. Like even what she was describing as a hot girl walk, like you listen to a playlist.
Well, yeah, no, and then her whole thing about like being grateful and like blah, blah, blah. That I didn't even register as being a thing. I was more attributing it to like similar to Hot Girl Summer, where it's like, just be confident you're a hot girl. Like you can go on walks and just call it hot girl walks because it's like girl dinner.
That's a good example because you don't see the owner of Girl Dinner.
And that's, I like wonder who came up with
use that sound and
but
shit.
That's the thing. It's like when it is something that is so like broad, it's like, that's not something you're going to credit the person that came up with it because it's not an actual thing. It's just like a description.
Yeah, and it's going to get super annoying. I'm not saying that she can't make a business move from virality, but it's going to get really annoying if everybody who goes viral starts trying to do shit like this. It's like, oh, I went viral. Let me make like shirts and like do classes and shit and whatever the fuck she does. Like that is going to get a little annoying personally.
I think it is like kind of nuanced because I think it depends on what the phrase is.
And who the person is and their vibe and all
how
of the
attached
stuff, of
they
course.
are to
Yeah,
it.
I agree.
Like how it is, like whether it feels like it's intertwined, like you can't think of, I mean, Hot Girl Summer. Like you don't say Hot Girl Summer and not think of Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, but that's just so like effortless. Like I feel like if it makes sense, it makes sense. It's just, I don't know. Not feeling it so far, but let's let her continue.
At the time, there was a huge stigma surrounding walking. Nobody was walking for fitness or for fun.
What? Excuse me.
It was
I beg to
COVID,
differ.
and so
I was.
walking only existed
That's
as
such a crazy set. There's people walk, like, actually. Like, that's crazy.
You clearly don't
have
have
you
a
ever been
dog,
to New York?
ma'am.
Like, I don't know what she's talking. Maybe in her town? Like, is it just like her perspective
I
of
don't
it?
know.
Because that's crazy.
nobody was walking for fitness or for fun. It was COVID, and so walking only existed as like the post-dinner thing that your mom made you do.
My mom, I was like
So
25.
this is so weird. I like, girl, haven't you heard of like getting 10,000 steps in a day?
Well, why? First of all, my mom has never made.
Yeah, no, my mom has
going
never
to
forced me
walk
to exercise, period.
The worst thing that she's ever done related to that is like, don't go in the pool like 30 minutes after eating. Like, I
preventing
don't
you
really
from
know
exercising.
what rule you're
Yeah.
creating here. I feel like her experience is very limited to like her perspective.
Yeah.
I think her mom made her do
It
that.
is
you know
giving
what I
a
mean?
little
But,
bit like Gen Z thinking that they like invented a bunch of 90s clothing styles and stuff where it's like, no,
Yeah, a little
we did
bit,
that
a little
already.
bit.
Yeah.
And it sounds so dumb looking back on
Yes.
it, but people were not really walking for fitness like that.
can't.
What are you
So when I was
talking
looking for
about?
ways to deal with stress, I was pointed a lot to running, but I just simply could not get into running. And then I realized doing a lot of research that walking actually had a lot of health benefits. And then I realized the thing that was holding people back from going on long walks, and that was
Me.
Well, what do you do when you're alone with your thoughts? So I
What?
created a 3-step methodology to think about first the things you're grateful for, next your goals that you have achieved and that you want to achieve, and after all of that, you have a mix of dopamine and endorphins pumping through your veins.
You know what I do on my walks? Scroll Instagram, read YouTube comments, then maybe put on some music and then just like zone out while I'm walking. But like,
I mean, I'm a full-blown adult. I don't need a thought tutorial from this girl. Maybe some people do find that beneficial to be like, oh, like I should intentionally think about this during my walk. But like,
some people I feel like do struggle with like while they're exercising that they're like, what am I supposed to
just
do?
listen to
Like,
a
I get bored
podcast or something. Like all of us.
Exactly.
Find shit to, I don't know. Like music is
With
always an
handheld
option.
computers.
I don't
Like,
know.
what do you mean?
And thinking of things you're grateful for is an interesting one because that is giving like, you know, when your mom, speaking of rules that your mom makes you do, like when they're like, okay, what was the highest point of the day and what was the lowest? I was like, oh, I hate this game. Like,
Well, also, like, how long does that take?
I know. I'm grateful for, yeah, like my family, my health, and slay. That's it.
Yeah, it's like, okay, what about the rest of the hour
Shit.
you're going to be
Better
walking?
turn around.
I don't know. Yeah.
It's really this confidence and dopamine burst that you get after doing those things. I jokingly started
That's
calling
from the
these
walking,
my hawker
actually.
walks. It was what my parents knew them to be as and my friends. And I shared this with my sorority sisters who were doing them all the time during COVID at their homes. They were the ones who encouraged me to post about this on TikTok. And before I did a little quick Google search to see if anything like this existed. Anything,
Why?
the word hot girl walk, anything like that.
Oh, you're not starting a podcast, ma'am. Why would you Google that before sharing your walking routine that you call hot girl walk? That's giving that you didn't really share this like, oh, let me just innocently help people out. You thought of it like a business move from the beginning.
For sure. And also, I'm just like going on walks and thinking what you're grateful for. Is
Her
not
friends were like, you
a
gotta
very-
tell the people about this. This is
Like,
some
my
crazy
friends were all
shit.
doing these, and it's like, you mean just going on walks? I guarantee you they weren't all just thinking about what they were grateful for the whole time. They were just going on walks.
I don't think you know though, but before she started, there was a stigma around walking, and that is why they weren't walking before her.
And there was nothing like it. So I posted about this on TikTok,
God.
and it totally blew up. And because I created the Hawker Walk, I trademarked it too. This way I can keep control over the mission of the Hawker Walk, which is to keep fitness accessible
I feel
and
like she's like
inclusive.
sideways. Why is she
We
keep
host
tilting
Hawker
so
Walks
much?
around the world. Head to our Instagram at Hawker Walk to learn more. And happy Hawker Walking.
Vibe is off. Vibe is off. Calling it. Red flag. Anyway.
It's giving she thinks that side's her good side, and she only
Yeah,
wants to
why
be
is she so
seen
stiff?
from
Yeah,
that
what I
angle.
did. Gotta go on a walk, mama. No, so basically, I do find it very interesting that she said the words inclusive and accessible, that the reason why she wants to have control over this trademark is because she wants to make sure that those two things are like pillars of what the hot girl walk even is. And I think that once we dive into some of the things she's put a stop to, that's where a lot of people are having a disconnect of like, you don't want that to happen. You want only your stuff to happen. And that's troublesome.
I think that's the thing is like, again, she is credited with Hot Girl Walk. Like, it's not as distant as it was with Hot Girls Read. Like, that just felt like she was like, oh, it's up for grabs. I'm going to take it. This, I get that she did coin it, whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Cool. Good for her. That's like impressive that it did take off. And obviously she had something there. But like the quote unquote product behind it, that's not original at all. It's like,
Well, and like she was like talking normal too. And then when she got to the trademark, she got like so happy.
That's what I was going to say. So it probably wouldn't be that different reaction wise from people if she wasn't like that. But I think what's really pissing people off is that her vibes are giving Mean Girl vibes and like, I came up with this and I'm a genius.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the Hot Girl Walk?
Hot girl walk?
Yes, the walks you go on with your friends to get an iced coffee. Well, meet the creator of the Hot Girl Walk, Mia.
That doesn't even describe what she was just saying it was.
Wait, what did he just say? I got distracted by his voice sounding like a romance comedy fucking narrator.
It's like the walks you go on with your girlfriends to get an iced coffee.
Oh my God. Wait, yeah, what the fuck? What happened to gratitude,
that
mama?
doesn't sound like a fitness-driven, gratitude-focused walk.
Interesting. Some inconsistencies here on her mission.
Mia created the Hot Girl Walk during COVID to spice up her daily walks and give new meaning to what it means to be hot. Hot girls focus on
The things you're grateful for, your goals, and how you're going to achieve them, and of course, what makes you hot.
Mia posted this on TikTok.
I thought it was redefining what walks are, not what hot girls. Like,
It's so funny. I'm sorry.
this doesn't match up with anything she said.
It's kind of funny that like her evidence of like creating it is just her walking. Like, it's just like it really kind of juxtaposes how not impressive that is. The name is cool and like sure, let's give ourselves
That's
something
the thing.
to
It's
think
like
about.
the name just caught on really quickly, and no, it wasn't like then people were crediting her for it. They were just like, "Oh, I heard
Yeah,
this
let's
one
do
time,
that.
so I'm going
Cool.
to say it now."
Yeah, it was very simple. And again, it's not that she couldn't trademark it if she wanted to like maybe come out with merch or something, even though
Yeah, if it was like specific to like a few different things, but she's really monopolized the Hot Girl Walk trademark.
But
realm.
how is she getting away with that when doesn't Megan have the trademark for Hot Girl? Oh no, Hot Girl Summer.
Hot Girl Summer.
Oh. I mean, is it morally correct?
That's how I mean Hot Girls read. That
She doesn't even
got.
mention Megan Thee Stallion like once. There's no way she would have come up with those words otherwise.
But it's interesting because I guess I read somewhere that it was like she had her original TikTok and like one of the ones next to it was literally to the song.
Oh, interesting.
And her life hasn't been the same since. She worked in corporate tech sales for years before she decided to build what the hot girls were asking for. Hot Girl Walk hosts monthly community meetups in Los Angeles, New York City, Miami, and
Whoa, we can't talk about that yet, but we are announcing about a dozen new cities coming soon.
Hot Girl Walk has worked with some awesome brands, and Mia spends all day on meetings working with her marketing
No
team.
marketing team,
PR team?
no PR team either.
Can I at least call HR?
Sorry.
She's not completely solo. Hot Girl Walk has incredible ambassadors in each
Okay,
city.
cool. She does it, like a meetup every month. That seems like a good community thing to do. Fine. Yeah.
But then because of that, she's tried to capitalize and monopolize having Hot Girl Walk meetups. And also she's registered it for like shirts and like providing information and advice on personal growth, motivation, and self-fulfillment, organizing, arranging, and conducting meetups in the nature of community, sporting, fitness, and cultural events, arranging and conducting special events for social entertainment purposes, arranging contests, physical fitness training services.
Hold on. So you're saying she has a trademark for walking?
For organizing and arranging events around walking.
That's fucking bullshit.
And calling it
I'm
Hot Girl
sorry.
Walk.
That's fucking bullshit. And I would say that okay, if she wants to be like that strong with it, okay, whatever. But if she really wants this to be a community thing, then why doesn't she work with people who want to also do Hot Girl Walks? Why can't it be like a franchisee type situation?
There's a comment she left someone where that is kind of like what she wants, but it's that people are doing it without, they don't approach her first.
Yeah, but also the people that are doing it, we're going to get to one. Her name is DK Fit on TikTok. And there's people that want to do it that don't know about her stuff because although it went viral, it also happened in 2021. I had never heard about it. So I would easily see how somebody could innocently say, I'm going to go do a Hot Girl Walk. Why she handles it the way she does, I don't understand. I feel like there's got to be a better way.
She also has it for clothing, belts. Bottoms is clothing, dresses, footwear, headwear, clothing, jackets, loungewear, socks, sweatbands, swimwear, tops is clothing, undergarments, athletic uniforms, wristbands is clothing. Retail store services featuring apparel, fitness apparel, apparel accessories, and gifts, advertising, marketing, and promotions, endorsement services, namely promoting the brands. Entertainment services, namely non-downloadable audio and video recordings featuring personal growth, motivation, and self-fulfillment, health, fitness, entertainment, and pop culture. Entertainment services, namely a multimedia program series featuring oh my god,
literally everything.
Same thing.
Literally everything.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to Deanie talking about her experience with Mia.
If you're in the DMV, you should go on a Hot Girl Walk with us. This Saturday, June 13th, we'll be hosting a Hot Girl Walk where we'll walk about 3 miles.
Notably, okay, so this is obviously the initial announcement. Notably, that picture announcement, again, is very much giving not affiliated with the brand. Like all the branding that Mia does for Hot Girl Walk, the pink and all that stuff, that's not what this even is.
Yeah.
So definitely seems like an honest mistake.
We'll walk about 3 miles. And then after, we'll get to enjoy some iced yerba mate and Peruvian coffee. We'll yap, take pictures, and get our steps in. It's going to be really fun and a great way to meet other girls in the community. It's free and open for everyone, so RSVP and more information, link in the bio.
Beautiful. Free community event. What could go wrong? Well, she had to change the name. It still happened. Luckily, the walk still happened because ultimately the branding doesn't really matter. She just thought it was cute and something that, you know what I mean? Just like she could name it.
Legally, I'm not supposed to say this is a Hot Girl Walk. I don't know if you know this, but Hot Girl Walk is trademarked, so you're not allowed to use it. I personally didn't know that, so when I wanted to host the Hot Girl Walk event, they told me to take it down immediately.
All right, so let's read this email. So it says, "Hey Deanie, hope all is well. We've received a copyright infringement report related to your event. Get your Hot Girl Walk in," which, by the way, isn't even just named Hot Girl Walk.
Copyright is not the same as trademarks.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. But like maybe that's the route they went to just like get it taken down or something. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, like when you file.
Yeah.
Who is we? Posh?
Posh. This seems like some sort of agency maybe that Deanie works with or something.
We've received a copyright infringement report. Like for what?
Yeah, I don't know who Posh is, so I'm a little confused. But this isn't coming from Mia.
Yeah.
Like this is somebody informing Deanie
but
that
I
Mia,
think they represent.
Yeah, definitely. The report specifically states Hot Girl Walk LLC owns multiple registered trademarks in the United States, including trademarks, and then they put the numbers, which prohibits others from hosting a Hot Girl Walk event. Hot Girl Walk LLC is requesting that the event be removed from your site. We want to give you the opportunity to remove or change the event details. Please take a moment to resolve this within 24 hours. If we don't hear back from you within that time, we'll need to remove the event from our platform until the matter is resolved. Okay, so Posh is where she's doing like a sign up for the Hot Girl Walk is what it seems like. Probably the hosting site. Thank you for your attention to this, and please let us know if you have any questions, yada, yada, yada.
I just went to the website and it says Posh is a social platform built for meaningful IRL experiences, from club parties to run clubs, fashion shows to music festivals. If it's out there, it's on Posh. So it's like create and discover events.
Interesting. Okay. So yeah, I do feel like being given the opportunity, which by the way, Posh is giving her the opportunity to change the name. It's not like necessarily Mia doing that, but 24 hours and the whole thing. I don't know. I'd be annoyed if I got this email. I'm not gonna lie.
Again, like I think trademarking Hot Girl Walk to begin with is like, feels a little, everyone commenting, it's another situation where they're saying she's colonizing it. And especially because it was Megan Thee Stallion that popularized Hot Girl Summer. Say it wasn't, say it was something more like unique that she did come up with. I understand if you see someone else doing like the same thing that you're doing, where it is like meetups and stuff and like doing community runs. And it might be starting off innocent and not anything legit, but then like maybe it starts to pick up momentum and then they start doing it more often. And then it does become a brand confusion kind of thing. I guess I could understand it from that perspective, but
on the first walk and something small is like,
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Maybe we wait until it picks up the momentum before we.
I think that that's actually a pretty good solution here, because that kind of is something that maybe all parties could agree to, where it's like, you guys, if you want to host like innocent Hot Girl Walks, who cares about that? You know what I mean? It's not affiliated. The branding isn't the same, but if you start trying to sell shirts and all that stuff, then maybe she could step in.
If it becomes like a thing.
I just think this is really dumb.
Event, they told me to take it down immediately. So instead, this is a high-temperatured woman walk, which got the message across and in my opinion was a lot better. This was a free community walk with girls in the DMV area. It was such a beautiful day for a walk, and after we got to socialize, eat, drink, and get refreshments from Alpa Foods. We're so excited to host the next one, so make sure you follow us for upcoming dates.
Obviously, high temp women walk is supposed to be like a, well, fuck you, we're doing it anyway. Mia didn't like that.
Somebody commented, Hot Girl Fart Walk isn't trademarked. And don't give Mia any ideas, because that's next.
Someone else said, Mia Lynn gets 60 likes a video, please.
I mean, well, that's why I'm saying when I see her followers and stuff, and I'm like, okay, Slay, you had a viral moment. Maybe capitalize on it as much as you can and whatnot, but like, at what point are you going to annoy people? And she found out.
And in comparison, like Jules LeBron with very demure, very mindful. That you did think of Jules when
because those
like,
words were never popularized before her. And then you would also know that like, who says very demure? Like, I don't even know that word.
And remember, like I actually had my tweet go viral because I was like, I feel old, but can someone please explain to me why everyone's saying this? Because it was such a thing that like you needed to know what the origin
Right,
was
exactly.
to think it's funny. This is not that.
No, you don't even need to know Mia Lind exists to understand a hot girl walk or for it to make sense.
Exactly. So it's not even like a meme that got popular.
No.
It's like just like a trend.
And it's also women walking together, but they're not doing like fucking affirmations and all that shit. Like they're just walking together, talking, and then having some iced coffee after. Like it's not the same shit.
Well, they are breaking the stigma.
They are. I mean, there is a stigma around walking. So Mia slid into the comments and left this gem right here. It says, "This is so shady for no reason, LOL. I actually coined the phrase hot girl walk, puts a little registered trademark. I actually can."
That is what
Like,
sends me.
we get it, mama.
Oh,
You
you have to
trademarked
like
it.
figure out how to copy paste that.
And filed for a trademark shortly after posting my first video, and I host events all around the world for free for women. Rather than reaching out to us to maybe collab or do research before infringing on my brand, you post this video, which is not in fact giving women supporting women.
You also submitted a copyright infringement before you approached, like you could have approached her.
Bingo, yes, but also you have a trademark. You don't have control over whether people get annoyed by that or not. Like, that's not included in your trademark. So maybe just let people feel how they feel about the decision you decided to make.
Yep, that they didn't even know you had made.
Well, that's the biggest thing. Like, okay, she's trying to do it for the DMV area where you're not hosting a walk. Like, whose toes is she really even stepping on? And like, sure, you could have literally reached out, emailed her,
And been
whatever,
like,
and said, hey,
I actually do this. I would love to partner. And
yeah, exactly. Like any future ones, can we do it together in a way and they don't have to pay anything, but just so like we make sure the branding's on the, whatever the fuck she wants to say. Somebody did respond to her comment and said, the fact that you feel offended instead of realizing why people don't like that you trademarked the phrase hot girl, which was popularized by Megan Thee Stallion, shows how tone deaf you are. And I mean, I'm sorry, but I agree. There is something a little bit icky about a white girl trademarking this and then being like, no other women but me. And it just feels a little gross. Deanie replies to Mia's comment in this video.
So this is Mia, the woman who trademarked and copyrighted Hot Girl Walk, and I don't know at what point my video seemed kind of shady. Maybe it was in the beginning where I said that legally I'm not supposed to call it a Hot Girl Walk, which is
more
true.
factual, I guess.
I'm not, because you would come for me, and all the girls that were there knew, because I started off as a Hot Girl Walk. All the girls that came there knew it was a Hot Girl Walk to begin with. So I wasn't going to continue saying this was a Hot Girl Walk. I had to let them know that I'm changing the name and I can't use it anymore. The other shady thing I would probably think in the video was that I said that the name was better. I mean, if I think the name that I choose is better, that's a personal opinion.
To be fair, I think the shady thing is that you did the same name with synonyms, but it was rightfully shady.
Yeah, and I'm just like, who cares? Like, it's literally so unimportant. And what is so weird to me is like, why is her ego so fragile? Like, why can she not handle this? This is so annoying.
And like, you got what you wanted. She's not calling it Hot Girl Walk.
She wants that to happen, but she
it.
also wants people to praise her for the work she's doing. And it's like, okay, well, you can't have your cake and eat it too.
This video was not coming for you at all. It was just a video that straight went to, hey, I can't use this, so I'm turning it into something else. If it's shade, if it came off as shade, I apologize, because that's not what I intended to. Like, are you in your right to legally copyright, trademark, whatever you want, as long as it's available and you can? Yeah, I'm not saying you shouldn't. But two things can be true at the same time. If you can do that, I have every right to also express my frustration and express that, like, hey, like, I personally don't think it should be trademarked, but, you know, it is what it is. And I do support women businesses. And if I didn't, like, I would have, like, I didn't even direct traffic or hate towards you. Like, but I think I can also be frustrated and express my frustration too, you know? Like, I didn't know who you were. I wasn't throwing hate. I wasn't saying, oh, go bash them, go do negative. Like, I wasn't directing any type of hate towards you. So, like, I think if shade was, like, the worst thing I could have done, I feel like, I don't know, that's better. I don't know. Like, I agree. This video was literally about, like, my experience learning about trademark and finding that out and turning something that happened into something better, in my opinion, like, for making the best out of what situation you're in. But if you took it as shade, I'm sorry you took it as shade. I'm sorry if I threw shade at you. It wasn't my intention.
Don't apologize. That's ridiculous. Like, it actually is. You shouldn't have to.
And also, even it's interesting because it almost feels like Mia kind of like cart before the horse situation with the trademarks. She has like some products, but it does give Hot Girls Read. They're kind of just like Etsy looking, like they just slapped a logo
It's like, fuck,
on
what if
them.
I want an
It's
actually
nothing
cute
special.
one? No, I can't have it. Like, fuck.
Yeah, and it's definitely not like any kind of like custom designs or anything. It's just like white labeled merch, basically. I don't think they charge for the walks. Not that there can't be like a nonprofit or like some kind of, I don't know how they would frame it, but like she doesn't have like this huge brand presence that is a thing, really.
Or being copied or any of that. Like, what is she so mad at?
Yeah, like she wants it to be a thing, and I think it like could if she continues like building it out, sure. But I don't know, she's kind of acting like she's like, I don't know what a good example is, but just like something very well established.
Yeah, the comments, some of them are actually very funny, but there was a top comment from Whitney Simmons, who is another fitness creator, and she said she sent me a cease and desist last year, and that has almost 40,000 likes. Also, this one fucking cracked me up. It was somebody who said, someone made this playlist for Mia, and it literally is using these songs to spell out, hey Mia, fuck you, greedy bitch. Not nice.
See, Mia, that would be shady.
But
funny nonetheless. Someone said it's the way you put the copyright mark after Hot Girl
no,
Walk.
actually, that was so fucking cringe.
Technically, it's the trademark registered symbol, but yes, same thing.
This is another video that Deanie posted, and it's a response to a comment that says, trademarking Hot Girl Walk is some colonizer, and then maybe it says bullshit or something, but that's all I seen.
Yeah.
I would never bring up race when it comes to this matter. I just think it's so funny how everyone's talking about this. But then, like, I'm like, it kind of does matter because if you're going to think of a hot girl anything, it should be Megan Thee Stallion. I think if anyone originated, coined it, used their creative take on it to come up with this concept, it is Megan Thee Stallion, who is a black woman. And if you're going to trademark or capitalize off hot girl anything, she should get her flowers. She should get her credit. And so the woman who trademarked Hot Girl Walk is a white woman. And also in a previous drama, the woman who trademarked Hot Girl Reads, a similar situation, was also a white woman. So I think it does come into play here.
And God bless, she's not just a white woman. She's a blonde white woman. No offense, Lily. But like, those are extra white. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, come on. Like, this is just, I don't know, something sinister.
I agree. I'm not defending her at all. But again, I do think that Hot Girl Reads was even more egregious because literally she did not even popularize or coin that.
Right.
Like, she's not attached to the origin of it at all.
Yeah, she did go viral off of it. So at least she had a starting point, whereas Ali Roscoe did not, it felt like. Yeah. And somebody commented this, and I do think this is a very good comparison because I have actually heard of this and seen this on my For You page. But they said, just for comparison, the coach who popularized the bike bus where kids bike ride together to school in groups has not trademarked Bike Bus and has said he won't. He also admits that he is not the original creator of Bike Bus and encourages groups everywhere to start bike buses because he understands the why. He said that the main goal is to get kids outside, active, and excited to go to school. Just saying. And like, I've seen that, and like, he gets a lot of celebrities, like Benson Boone did it, and you know, different celebrities will go there.
Yeah, they'll like play music and they like sing along, and it's
I love it so much. And like, I do have to ask that question where it's like, how important is the getting people out and having walking together as a community,
it's
being
your
accessible?
motive is to build a brand that makes you money, not to actually have it be about
Bingo.
community.
Because it's like, yeah, sure, she could collab with you, but also you demanding that she takes her event down, that very well could have canceled the event. That could have stopped people from going out and walking as a community. Is that less important to you? Obviously it is. And that's, I think, where people are just like, your goal and like your words don't really match up. To me, they match up perfectly with her vibe. But I just like, I don't know. It just feels weird and like bad motives here. If I had to like, I don't know.
So here's her website. Again, you can see like it's mostly about like the events. It's not about like...
Did she steal the Barbie font or no? For the logo?
No, it just looks similar.
That is the Barbie font, right?
Interesting thing to point out, yeah. But so there's like different sections. I guess she does do it in like a lot of cities. And like, again, good for her. It looks like it's very successful. And she does partner with brands.
But if she's the one that has to be there, or is this like hosted by different people either? Because like, click on a random city, like when's the next one? You know what I mean? Like if I wanted to go on a walk in Georgia next week, could I do that?
No. There's ambassadors.
Oh, so it's not her.
It says, welcome to Hot Girl Walk Atlanta, created by Mia Lind. This group is moderated by official HGW ambassador Tanya.
Okay.
So I don't think she has to necessarily go to all of them. But that's what I was saying even with like Deanie's thing. It's like she immediately was like, take it down. It wasn't like, hey, do you want to like work together and be an ambassador or something? Is a shop tab, and then like this is what the stuff is.
So Barbie font on things. Got it. Okay. Yeah.
Like trucker hats. I'm like, okay.
First of all,
sure.
Do girls wear those? No offense. But like, don't we like ball caps? We all decided that.
Right? I thought that we've like transitioned.
Yeah, we're
to
totally
that, but-
transitioned. The trademark people don't have the best taste. I think we're seeing a theme here.
Right? And then she has a Hot Girl Walk book.
Oh God, what does she even talk about? Like, is it her journal?
This picture kills me.
She's
I'm like,
walking, Lily. What the
is going
fuck?
on?
She's walking. Come on.
Oh, I hate it. The movement that started it all, now in book form. Hot Girl Walk is your ultimate guide to transforming a simple walk into a daily practice of gratitude, confidence, and self-discovery. Available in hardcover, audiobook, narrated by Mia Lind, and Kindle. This empowering read takes you behind the viral wellness trend that's inspired millions. What do you mean takes you behind the trend? Is it an autobiography? I'm confused.
Well, one day I thought, it's like, we know how you came up with the idea, and it actually sounded super
So
dumb in one
COVID.
TikTok,
Have you heard of
let alone
it?
a whole book. Wait. I'm so fucking dead. Number one new release in walking. Is there a lot of competition?
I didn't know that was a genre of books.
It's number one of one. Have you heard of it?
It says 100% of net proceeds go to nonprofits. Which also the branding, I can't. Why? What is going on?
Yeah, she likes Canva.
What in
It's all right.
Microsoft Paint. A healthy shot of motivation and wellness. Mia Lind has packed this book full with practical advice to change your perspective, achieve your goals, and ultimately become the best version of yourself. That's a review. No, that's giving you paid someone to leave. Literally.
It's $10, so
Yeah.
I guess that's a
Is
bargain.
it just like a picture book?
It's
What-
just a picture book.
What is a hot girl? Oh my God. Megan
I don't know.
Thee
Ask
Stallion
Megan.
can tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, are you kidding? Like, put her tweet on screen. Are you joking?
She doesn't mention Megan.
No, fuck her. No, this is bullshit. What is a hot girl? For me, the idea stems back to social media, specifically Instagram.
Really?
I was 11 years old when I first heard about Instagram. To preface, I want to note that my bedroom at the time was pink.
Nobody asked.
My mom told me I could paint the walls any color I wanted when we moved from New York to Los Angeles. So my miniature rebellion was to paint the walls not a light pink, but an obnoxious bubblegum pink to match my Pepto-Bismol cup.
You're not
colored
fucking
carpet.
original. I did the same shit, bitch. Okay? I had a Pepto-Bismol
Literally,
room.
my sister had a hot pink room
Yeah.
too. My mom wanted me to go for the lighter. Of course, she says demure.
Stop. She used the word demure? Okay. Guys,
This is
I
unreal.
forgot to mention this, but we did see all the comments referring to how we were dressed as Cosmo and Wanda 2 episodes ago. And not only
We
that,
had no
we
idea.
mentioned Hawk Tua's Fairly Odd Parent, like when she sounded like Timmy Turner, that moment in that fucking episode. And I'm sorry, but did we not just summon Demure? Like, I feel like we made that happen. I'm sorry.
The powers are strong. I've said this before. I'm like, I don't know how much about is powers and how much is just like pattern recognition. Either way, it's
powerful,
witches.
whatever it is.
Yeah. My mom wanted me to go for the lighter, demure ballerina pink, but I insisted on the bright pink because
rebel.
that's the color that Hannah Montana would have painted her room. Just keep this in the back of your mind. I promise we'll circle back to it.
Please, let's not.
I'm like, well, she definitely didn't get a ghostwriter for this. In that room, I had a play date with the prettiest girl in school, at least in my eyes. She had long blonde hair and blue almond-shaped eyes and didn't think twice about eating a donut if she wanted one. When you were 11? Like,
What a rebel.
I'm so confused. I'm like, I don't think twice about eating a
Yeah.
donut now, but like,
No, literally. And also, like, that's like
When you
saying
were 11?
that Amelie doesn't think twice before eating 2 candy bars. Like, she's
yeah,
4.
like, what the fuck are you talking about? Let's call her Lisa, because apparently the friend doesn't get an actual shout out. Either does Megan Thee Stallion or Jules
She doesn't like to
LeBron.
credit people.
Lisa flipped her iPhone towards me. I hate this so much. And showed me a grid of 9 girls. They were all selfies taken from an upward angle in direct sunlight, and one of the small squares was Lisa. After about 5 seconds to digest what I was looking at, she asked, "Am I prettier than these girls?" "Of course," I quickly answered. "You're like so pretty. I hate this so much." "Thanks." "What is that?" I asked. "This is an app called Instagram. You can post pictures on your account, kind of like Facebook, but it's only for photos. They do beauty competitions here. You submit your picture to these accounts and everyone votes on who's the prettiest," Lisa explained. This was my first introduction to social media, beauty competitions for 11-year-olds. About 2 years later, I got an Instagram account. Oh God, does it continue or is this a different page?
No, it doesn't continue.
that's all
so
we get
I'm
for
like
her autobiography.
really hoping that in the very next page, she's like, and after I found out about Instagram, I heard about Meg Thee Stallion. Like, I feel like
I'm gonna say she didn't.
that's fucking crazy. And if you're watching this, girl, you are wrong as fuck for that. Like, genuinely, you would never have used that.
I wasn't straight up like trying to defend you before, but like I was at least giving you kind of
You
the benefit of the doubt
popularized
why
it,
like
yeah.
it could be.
Yeah.
No,
No
this
more.
is absurd.
Absurd.
For me, the idea stems back. No, not for you. The actual idea stems back to Megan Thee Stallion. What are you talking about?
And also, when she starts off the book with what is a hot girl, Megan Thee Stallion is the person who has said what a hot girl is. You know what I mean? Like, don't try to redefine it. Redefine it and sell it. Is there anything more colonizer than that? Like, it actually is fucked up.
Like, put the screenshot of her tweet. Megan's words exactly are, being a hot girl is about being unapologetically you, having fun, being confident, living your truth, being the life of the party. Sounds kind of familiar.
I can't. Like, actually,
it's not
I
even
can't.
like she like took it and like assigned a new meaning. Like, no, she's literally taking the exact same thing.
Yeah. I bet you she has a chapter on the stigma of walking, and that's the only part of the book I would want to read.
Oh, I would have loved, I kind of want to buy that.
No, don't you fucking
kind of want to buy the Kindle to see it.
I love
Anyway.
how you really did start off trying to be like, no, like, yeah, she has kind of a point. Now you're like, 0
I was trying
point
to come at
hater.
it from at least like a little bit of a like just not attacking perspective.
No, I
like,
get it, I
okay,
get it.
business wise maybe, but no, fuck that.
Yeah, I know. Colonizer. Going back to Deanie, she posted this basically saying that she has had a lot of women come to her, much like that Whitney girl that commented, and basically saying they have the same situation. Like, she's been at it for a hot minute. Oops, don't come for me.
And this is the last thing I'll say because I'm not one to reheat stale nachos, but I would recommend just being careful or not saying hot girl walk in general, because ever since that video came out, I had so many women message me and tell me about their own personal experience. There was a girl who had a playlist and it was called Hot Girl Walk, and they basically told her to take it down or rename it. It could be as little as a playlist or something even bigger. There was one instance with a local community and they had to take them to court. It was a whole cease and desist, and in order to settle in court, they could not talk about the situation. And there was another instance where a creator came out and said that basically they threatened to take her whole account down because she had started like a playlist or some sort of like, I don't know, videos with terms on it, but I don't know.
Like a playlist on TikTok? You're shitting me.
I think the playlist she was referring to, the first thing she mentioned was Spotify, which I know that Spotify put out a playlist called Hot Girl Walk, which I think they probably partnered with her on. But again, I don't care. What's interesting is, so I guess there was 2 girls that were putting on a walk in Florida,
Miami,
I believe.
yeah.
Oh, and apparently they also allegedly tried to pass themselves off as originators of the trademark.
See, that's different.
Which I don't know if that's true or if she's just saying that. But
she might be.
But yeah, so this was in 2023. But more interesting is she actually has sued Fashion Nova.
Interesting, because they put that on some clothes.
Which, and then Fashion Nova countersued.
Oh, did they win?
No, well, it's still ongoing. She sued them in November of 2025. It was for like basically confusion and like using it on their stuff and like blah, blah, blah. She already has a trademark. She wins. And actually the judge did grant a temporary injunction. So they did have to stop selling it in the midst of the trial. And then obviously if they end up winning, they could put it back up. But for the moment, they had to take it all down.
Right.
Then in January of this year, Fashion Nova filed a counterclaim arguing that it's HGW LLC, shouldn't have the trademark to begin with. And they're trying to cancel the trademark with this countersuit.
Okay.
So at this point, they're in the midst of discovery, I guess, and they both signed a mutual protective order. So it's like a private discovery and nothing is going to be public until the trial.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to feel bad for Fashion Nova because I think they steal from people all the time.
But it is interesting that she's going up against like a corporation, not just like a person.
Yeah, definitely.
The pre-trial conference is set for June 4th, 2027.
Oh,
so like,
well,
we're not going to find out for a while.
We're not in 2027. Never mind. Hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. Oh, I guess they're going to do a private mediation by January 25th, 2027. So like they might settle ahead of time, but I don't know. Seems like they're both pretty firm in their stances. So
Ross, I get being frustrated that your vision isn't being seen. Like, I would understand that more than I understand just like getting mad that other women are walking in a different city and like with different people.
I feel like for Mia, it doesn't seem like she's trying to protect like the integrity of her.
No, that's
like,
not what it gives.
The ideology behind the Hot Girl Walk. She wants to protect the brand 100%. And the money.
But anyway, all of that being said, I think that this is another really good example of bad PR. And she mentioned she doesn't have anybody. It's just her. So that's obvious. And hopefully she finds somebody.
Once we saw the Hot Girl Walks book, fuck that.
Yeah, I know.
Absolutely not.
Horrible.
It's a no for me.
Anyway, what's this topic,
Lily? Are you ready for topic 2? too.
I feel like I've seen that name before. Chelsea Berg. What is this?
Weirdly, I went to high school with a girl named Chelsea Berg. This is not
Oh.
her. So this is giving norovirus.
Oh, the lady who went to Disney despite her entire family shitting and vomiting themselves?
Correct.
Fun. I like that.
That's
I don't,
I'm going to
but-
preface it with click the first one
right.
and we'll dive
Let's just
in.
take this ride.
Thank you to whoever tagged me in this.
Some of you will probably hate me for this, but I didn't want to throw up on my husband, so I threw up towards the stranger. I need to give you guys a little bit more context of me throwing up on my flight. So I ate McDonald's at like 2 a.m. and then I went to bed, and I woke up at 4 a.m. and I threw it up. Then I went back to bed, and when I woke up, I was feeling fine, all things considered, and I drank some water and I kept it down. And then we left for our flight, or to go to the airport at 11, and I was feeling fine, but I think the shuttle ride over just like, it didn't make me feel the best. Anyways, we get to the airport and we go through TSA.
See, come on, girl. You knew damn well you had something. Like, if you're feeling sick repetitively, and I get it. Wait, this is the same thing with norovirus, lady. We get that it sucks.
Also, I like don't even know what she like if she was sick or if she had food poisoning or what.
Well, honestly, I
She
just
doesn't
don't
specify.
understand people specifically in a diarrhea or vomit situation why they would push through a flight. That seems like the literal last place on earth I want to go if I feel nauseous or sick or if I'm shitting myself. Like,
I've done it because I've been hungover.
That sounds
I used to have to throw up a lot when I was hungover, but I don't think I ever have thrown up on, maybe in, like I got up to go to the bathroom and did. It was never like such a violent needing to throw up that it was like I couldn't contain it and like was going to throw up on someone.
just, like,
on
nauseous and
someone.
hungover?
Exactly, yeah. So it was like I knew when it was coming and I could like plan for it.
And while I'm in TSA waiting to put my bin on like the conveyor belt, I'm having to wait a while because it's like backed up, and I
Let me
start feeling
guess.
like, oh,
Yeah,
all
you
this
get
like
sick.
activity and exertion is like making me feel really weak. Anyways, so I get through TSA and I just immediately go sit down because I feel too weak to just like wait for my bag. Anyways, get my bag and then we go find our gate, and I am talking with Chris and we both kind of agreed I'm probably just feeling so crappy because I'm so weak because I haven't kept anything down since like 4 p.m. the day before.
Is it just me or is she like literally doing this entire story in one breath?
oh, I would prefer that actually. So I don't know. That's fine by me.
No, like I feel like she's like holding her breath though. Like even her face is kind of getting red while she's doing it. This is very much a situation of like, why did you post this
Right.
on the
It's
internet?
not even viral. Like, you didn't need to share this, and now look at you.
Yeah.
That's great on your stomach. And I also get water, and then I eat and drink that, and I'm feeling fine. Like, I'm not feeling nauseous, but like my stomach doesn't feel great, but I'm not nauseous. Anyways, so we finally board, but we're like backed up on like the gangway or whatever it's called, and it's just really stuffy, so that's also not making me feel good. And then we sit down, and I'm in the middle seat and Chris is in the window because I wanted to have an easier time getting out if I did have to throw up. Anyways,
Okay, not anyways. You've been vomiting since 4 p.m. the day before. You should not have gotten on that flight unless it was literally life or death. Like, unless you not making that flight was so important that you were willing to make everyone around you sick. I'm telling you, I think I said this in the norovirus episode, but if somebody gave me norovirus on a fucking plane, I would curse them to hell.
Well,
like, genuinely.
I think at the very least, if you needed to get on this flight and you like didn't have another option, at the very bare minimum, like the bars in hell, a vomit bag, a throw up bag, like
Yeah.
something.
Bare minimum, I would say that is, yeah.
Spoiler alert, she doesn't have that.
Oh, perfect. Don't they like all have that?
Yeah, I was like, I think they provide those usually, but I don't.
Maybe they don't
clearly
anymore. I
she
haven't
didn't-
checked.
before we take off, she opens up like her homemade Indian food, and super strong smelling food is not going to make you feel the best when you already feel nauseous anyways. So that sucked. But then I'm not feeling nauseous. I'm just like not feeling great in my stomach. Anyways, we take off,
Anyways.
and like the force, I think from like the G's weighing me down, it like pushed the contents that were in my stomach up and out. And I literally, when I started feeling like, oh no, I literally looked at Kristen, I was like, that's not good. That. And I was like, I'm going to throw up. But there wasn't enough time for me to run to the bathroom at that point, and I didn't grab a throw up bag because I didn't feel nauseous. I just didn't feel good. Anyways, I only had water.
You have thrown up several times at this point.
You should have been prepared.
You get a throw it bag. Yeah, what are you talking
I'm
about?
talking like even from the gift shop and like just get a Publix bag or something. Like, why didn't you have
Right,
anything?
exactly.
Vomit in your purse, bitch. I don't give a fuck.
I just am like, the fact that she keeps saying like, my stomach just hurt a little bit. I wasn't nauseous. You're getting on a plane though. So like you have to anticipate that that's probably going to make you nauseous.
Unless
even
you're
if you didn't
literally
have a stomach
under
situation.
the ages of 5, or like if you have some sort of situation that truly you had zero signs and then it just like out of nowhere, you couldn't have seen that coming. You saw this coming. You chose to not see this coming.
You,
And that's
at this
ridiculous.
point, you have thrown up already multiple times. You even just said that you sat in the middle seat, so in case you needed to get up. So, like, why wouldn't you plan for the worst?
Anyways, I didn't have anything, and there wasn't enough time, so I just moved my legs to the side and I threw up into my hands. And
Oh my
this
God.
might be a hot take, and some of you will probably hate me for this, but I didn't want to throw up on my husband, so I threw up towards the stranger. Anyways, I throw up, I catch it in my hands, and then
You fucking bitch. Like, actually.
Literally, my husband would have vomit all over him.
Yeah, I mean, I would 100% rather throw up on Nassim, the person that I'm comfortable with, who loves me, for better, for worse, for poor, for sick. Okay, you made those vows. Like,
exactly.
Rather than a stranger.
Like, he better be fucking holding out his hands for me to throw up.
But this
at
actually
that point.
really tracks, because the reason this happened in the first place is because her blatant disregard for people around her. Like, she doesn't care about that. So it makes sense that she wouldn't care about her neighbor.
Like, imagine eating.
No, bro, I can't even talk about it. I have whatever that fear of vomit is. I can't even talk about it.
No, I was gonna say, I have a friend and she like cannot throw up herself.
Same.
Like, she'll have like a panic attack.
Yeah, same.
But then if someone else throws up, she also will have a panic attack.
No,
She,
same.
like, can't handle
I
it.
have that. It's called emetophobia.
I'm gonna throw up again, so I'm not gonna be able to catch it. So I just open up my hands, let the throw up all on the floor, and I keep throwing up. She goes and finds another seat. My husband pushes the call button, and we've just taken off, so they're like, we can't come help you right now, but if it's an emergency, press it again. So I press it again. They come, they're bringing me trash bags, they bring me like wet towels. Anyways, I get it all cleaned up, but it was at the beginning of the flight, so then I just had to sit in my wet pants that were covered in throw up.
I don't give a flying fuck. Are you kidding me?
That is her takeaway here, is that she had to sit in her throw up pants.
I wish you had to sit in it for longer than you had to sit in it. How about that?
You know, the smell of
That's
throw
what I was
up
gonna.
is
No, we can't talk about it too much, because actually this is gonna fucking disturb me. But like, genuinely, I would curse you to hell. Again, not just for norovirus, but like, genuinely the smell of vomit. If it's not a child or somebody severely medically like having an emergency, no. You knew you were nauseous, you had no preparations, and fuck you. Like, genuinely such an inconsiderate person.
And then her biggest issue is that she was inconvenienced by her own throw up.
Could not care less.
For the remainder of the flight, it was only like an hour and a half, so it wasn't like terrible. But then when we landed, I went and changed my pants because I felt disgusting. And then I never threw up again, but the only thing I had that night was like literally one saltine cracker. And I was literally horizontal for the next 2 days. And now I'm feeling better. So here's to hoping in 2 weeks.
I'm sorry, but that doesn't sound like food poisoning. Horizontal, needing to lay down for 2 days, that doesn't sound like food poisoning. Sounds like this bitch gave everybody
I don't know,
norovirus.
but I just didn't like norovirus. Like, it was only an hour and a half of other people having to sit and smell your throw up, you crazy bitch.
And then she complains about the Indian food. Bitch, I have a complaint for you, let me tell you. This is a follow-up. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, so then she posted 2 things afterwards that are like, I'm a bad bitch kind of song. And it's her like just posing, and it says, when people are hating on me for throwing up on a stranger during my flight.
And then in the caption it says, oh, that and using the word anyway too much. Yeah. Count me in on that club.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, and look at the comments. Someone says, don't piss off the
emetophobe community, yeah.
Emetophobe community. And she responds, it's kind of funny though. No, it's not. And then someone says, I would have been arrested if you puked on me on the plane. Absolutely not. That's wild. She says, it was just towards her.
Have you ever been on a plane? It's literally, you are on top of the next person. That's how planes are. If you throw up next to them, that is literally on their foot. I bet it splashed on her. Like, what are you talking about? No, truly.
And a menace to society.
Someone said, hey, regardless, the more attention, the better, get that bag, girl. Oh my God, guys, this is so bad.
I didn't look at the comments on the original one. I bet you there's some gems there.
Oh, let me see. Yeah, somebody commented, this is actually insane and so inconsiderate. And people are talking about how fucking insane it is and how livid it's making them. Truly. Like, she genuinely is a bad person. And this is why like sucks so bad, because you can't choose who you sit next to on a plane unless you're like sitting next to your friends. And like people like this just walk around doing whatever the fuck they want to in life.
But also not even just that she did it, but now she's posting about it. Like, thought that was like a quirky, fun story.
Yeah.
Like, ew.
Somebody said literally they would have beat her ass, and like it could happen. Yeah. Like the lady who sat next to you, first of all, if I'm picturing this correctly and the way that she's describing it, the lady was on the window seat, right? And she was in the middle seat?
No. She was on the aisle.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so at least she could get up, because I thought for a second she was on the window seat, and that made it pretty bad.
But she says she threw up in her hands and then she had to throw up again. So then she dropped it, which means that probably dropped and splattered.
Ah! Oh my God. I'm having a moment. Okay, let's watch this last video. I need to be done with this girl forevermore.
Now that I'm no longer puking, I am back to ingesting a disgusting amount of caffeine. So cheers.
Anyways,
your aura is diarrhea. Like actual, like you have such a bad vibe to you.
I can't imagine wanting attention that badly that you would like try and
then the
capitalize
attention is
on
21
you
likes. Pathetic. Like genuinely pathetic. Just be a good person. Don't be a shit human being. My fucking God. I pray it was a norovirus. I pray the McDonald's, whatever you ate, gave you this food poisoning. And Yeah.
The most diabolical part, it's not even just getting on the plane. It's I didn't want to throw up on my husband, so I threw up towards this lady. What the fuck?
No, literally, what the fuck?
Anyway,
we
so
love the internet
I
to
thought that was a
desperately
good little short
get away
topic
from
that we
this,
could.
But yeah, no, that was good.
Yeah.
Okay, this has a song that, well, we don't actually need the sound. Bro, this video took me for a loop. It says trying to get a stretching video. But I was so overstimulated watching this because just when you think you're watching something weird, then something else weirder comes into frame. It's quite poetic, actually. So he's stretching all fucked up, right? Then this lady comes in. That's weird. Okay, cool. Look at this guy just on top of the machine that she's tracking. Literally, the comments took me the fuck out. Someone said, everybody just doing 3 sets of bullshit.
Tom and foolery passing by.
I was cracking up for like 20 minutes at this shit. Like, genuinely, this is why I love TikTok.
Yeah, no, the stretching already, it's like, what are you doing?
Oh my God. Someone said if the video was 10 seconds longer, a clown on a tricycle would have rode by.
Truly,
I love
truly.
it here. Anyway.
Oh my God, that was funny. I shockingly have a cute puppy. Oh my God. Golden Retriever puppies are hard to beat. Oh my God, actually, speaking of, I weirdly have this picture. It fell out of something and it's been sitting here next to me. We had a Golden Retriever growing up.
Oh, how cute.
Her name's Sunny. She's perfect.
I had a Golden Retriever growing up too. Her name was Goldie.
Sunny.
Very creative names. Oh my God, I can't.
Look at his belly.
The little belly. I can't. I would literally put my nose in his mouth.
Say hi, guys. Hi.
Oh.
Potato, potato, potato. Oh my gosh.
Is that Andrea Russet?
No.
That's not Andrea Russet.
It kind of looks like a mix between Andrea Russet and that Tabitha
What
girl.
the fuck? I'm like watching it like 75% of the way through. I'm like,
Yeah, no, it's definitely not her. But
Interesting. Okay.
oh my God. But yeah, just fattest, like floppiest
So
puppy
cute.
ever.
Well, anyway, guys, if you made it to the end, we appreciate you very much. But as always, that's all we got, and we will see you on Saturday. Bye.
Cheers.